What's your process like right now for just getting some of those creatives? Because that's one thing about TikTok is, you have to get the creatives looking super natural to the platform. So is it something where, you get one of those products shipped out to you and like you and your team are filming it, or do you have like a group of content creators who every time you go to a test launch, now you send out 5 shirts and you get 5 videos back? Like what's that process look like for you guys?
I haven't got to that stage where I've got the creators on board to do that because we're testing so many. Like it'd just be the process would take too long and cost too much. Because what we can
Hmm.
do is we can find out early on within usually $20 to $30 if a product's going to scale, and we can make some serious money with it. So we don't go in the hole too much, particularly excuse me, when we start uh, testing 20, 30 campaigns a week and you're spending $60 to $80 on each. Over time, that starts to add up. So, and particularly on Facebook, excuse me, particularly on Facebook, when things are so skew with at the moment, we're not seeing consistency in any one way of running ads. So,
But with that first test on TikTok, like what does that video look like, right? Is that something that
back
you,
to back to your question. Sorry, man.
yeah,
Um,
you're good.
so, excuse me, I talk too much. Canva. So Canva's got like videos, like video backgrounds, so you can whack images on that. It's all about just trying to think creatively, think differently. So you may not need a sample of a product. Like the samples or the mock-ups that companies give us are very real, even though they're not video. It's user-generated content typically that you can use or have the ability to implement into those videos. So the background's moving; it's still a video, but you know, it's all testing. So I
Gotcha.
haven't, like, to be completely transparent, I haven't done a lot of testing with it just yet because my time has been so focused on my students and getting them set up running on Facebook before I found traction in the TikTok space to find a consistent approach to give to them and move them forward through it.
Yeah, I bet if there was a way that you guys found that was more like, I guess, creator center where you're getting once you identify like, okay, this store is going to be able to scale, find a way to get like a handful of different creatives from content creators in your space. I'm curious too, like, have you guys run into any of the Facebook ad account issues? Like, I'm shocked if you haven't, being in the game 7 years. That's something that just about every marketer you talk through has they've been through that issue.
Yeah, the only reason I don't speak about that is because I haven't been asked yet. But dude, like I've had a wild ride with Facebook over the years. Like I've got a blog, storehacks.com, and it literally came about from being completely banned from Facebook for 9 months. Like I didn't have a personal account. I was gone. There was no way I could get on there that I'd found. And it was my way of giving back to the print on demand industry. What had taken me down was copyright infringement. And very early on, like I said earlier, when we first tested, there was some grey area that we were operating in. It just didn't feel right. And then we made the decision that, right, we're going to just focus on unique content that we've created, not piggyback on brands or logos or any infringing content. So we went about creating our business like that. But those products sat there. And it was 4 years later that a company came through and was able to trawl through all Facebook's archives and find any infringement and do takedown notices like that, like within seconds. And I had a couple of flags there, and that was enough to have me completely banned. So at that point, I wanted to start writing about this industry that had given me so much and guide people how to do it the right way. Don't come in infringing because it's giving the POD landscape a bad name, like the dropshipping landscape, Scott. That is filled with fly-by-nighters that are willing to go and cut corners and infringe on trademarks. So over the years, like I got back eventually because I'm obviously back on there now. But there's ad accounts being disabled left, right, and center, and you just got to jump through those hoops. Stay within the policies that Facebook puts out there. Like the biggest one that you always get flagged with is the circumventing policies or systems or what.
Circumventing
That's
systems.
the one. And
Yeah, I know.
you just got to wait. You got to be polite in those chats when you're speaking to the reps and just like squeaky wheel.